they're going to release the video of what happened to Austin Metcalf. And I think they believe that's going to be the spark. And it's been, I said it from the outset, that my belief, this is off my journalistic instincts, that when that video is released, it's going to be so one-sided and look so bad for Karmelo Anthony and the people that supported Karmelo Anthony. And it's what they want it to be is as triggering as the George Floyd video was in 2020. When people saw that video, particularly without any context, George Floyd and the drugs he had ingested, without all the resistance of police early on, and you just watched that final 8 minutes, it was so triggering. Out of context, it was so triggering that we had the summer of George Floyd riots, the summer of love in honor of St. George Floyd. I believe this video is intended to trigger white people and to so repulse them that they just say, man, all these black people that done supported Karmelo Anthony, this media that wouldn't tell us the truth about this Karmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf, this media that has imposed this racist double standard. This is the line in the sand. We've elevated this Karmelo Anthony. This is in my view, from afar, and maybe I'm wrong, and I will not be bothered if I'm wrong, but this seems so simple.
One of the things, so for those of you who don't know, there is a white gal, and I think her name is Shiloh or something like that, or maybe her kid is Shiloh. Anyway, she's playing with her kid in a park. A black kid is in the park, and the black kid takes her kid's toy, and she calls the black kid the N-word. That's my understanding. If I got the facts wrong, let me know. But I think that's how it happened. And people are comparing that to Karmelo Anthony, which is insane to me. Okay, this gal used a derogatory name against a black child. I think a kid maybe, I don't know, 10, 11 years old. Karmelo Anthony murdered somebody. The two are not the same. Okay? But here's my problem with all of it. Okay? I would not give her a single stinking dime. Period. Hard stop. I would not give her a stinking dime. For whatever reason, I think the NAACP is rushing to the child's defense. It's like so insane, okay? I would not give her. The reason I wouldn't give her a single sinking dime is the same reason I wouldn't give Karmelo Anthony a single stinking dime. I don't reward bad behavior. You see, what ended up happening in the black community is that black women were getting pregnant out of wedlock. And so the government swooped in and started rewarding the bad behavior. And guess what? You got more of the behavior. Because whenever you reward that behavior, and I think by now she's got like a $500,000. Karmelo Anthony's got $500,000. It's insane. Why is anyone rewarding the bad behavior? You're only going to get more of the same. It doesn't make any sense to me. So that's just me. Okay? And I have a different standard. Mine is a, admittedly, it's a Christian standard, so it's a higher standard, but Christians don't behave this way. And we certainly don't reward bad behavior.
17-year-old boy sitting under a tent, someone asks you to leave, you get static from another 17-year-old, maybe a punch should have been thrown or two, but stabbing in the heart, this is cold-blooded murder. This is a simple case of someone overreacting to a verbal conflict. A simple case, I feel disrespected. let me overreact. We've seen this play out in urban communities time and time and time again between teenage boys.
Actually, no, Jason. It just happened recently with a grown man. A grown man, his son was shot and killed by a police officer, a white police officer. Okay. He had a gun and a clip in his jacket. Okay. I'm sorry. The video is kind of murky. You can barely see it, but the police officer is fear of his life. So he lets off 4 rounds. Okay. The father of the boy who was killed by the police officer, by the white police officer, takes it upon himself to, in cold blood, run over a white police officer, a retired police officer. You're not a 17-year-old kid. A grown man did that. And then feels it was his right to do it. I would not give I wouldn't give him a single dime. You killed a police officer who doesn't know your son. And you killed him in cold blood. You should be under the jail. So, Jason, it doesn't just happen with 17-year-olds, but nobody puts any stock in, at least with black folk, in what we would call today our EQ, your emotional IQ. Black people, we have a very low emotional IQ. We can't handle anything. We just fly off the handles. None of it makes any sense to me.
I'm disrespected, I shoot and kill you. I'm disrespected, we beat you into a pulp and you die. This is what goes on. The only thing different here is it's in the suburbs in Frisco, Texas, and it's a black boy doing what young black boys have been doing to other young black boys for years.
100% absolute. But there's one difference, and it's a big difference. When it happens with young black boys killing other young black boys, nobody, and I mean nobody, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, the NAACP, Jasmine Crockett, Letitia James, any so-called black leader, nobody, and I mean nobody yells, I want justice. No one. It happens all the time. And not one black leader comes out and says, I want justice. Nope. You never see that. You only hear that when a black teenager kills a white teenager, and now you got lunatic black people running around saying that he needs justice for like the mental disconnect with reality. And I do mean this. I mean it quite literally. Our emotional IQ has been dwarfed. It's almost non-existent. So when people come to you and tell you, well, as a grown adult, you just murdered an innocent man because of something that happened to your son, who stole the car, had a firearm, and was running from the police officer. When you say that, black people will go nuts. How dare you? How dare you say? It's like, what are you talking about? Because once again, and I've said this a gabillion times, we don't put a high premium on critical thinking. We just don't. If someone responds really, Fonnie Willis in the courtroom, she was like flailing off. She's like went off the handles. And believe it or not, black people were like, "Ooh, you told her, girl. You tell her." It's like, she looked like a moron. But you can't tell that. You can't say that. Because we are emotionally stunted. It's fascinating to me that people are actually protecting Karmelo Anthony for murdering another 17-year-old. And so now white people, and my guess is other black people, are giving this Shiloh woman money. Why in the world are you rewarding bad behavior? Because you're only going to get more of the same. It looks so simple to me. I'm sorry. That's it for now. If you like this video, smash this like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.